Okay, I'll try this. A 5Q versus a 10Q. I am black. Let's zoom in on the screen. Did I say? I forgot to say onegaishimasu. There we go. Onegaishimasu. So I'm just opening up the lines for the rook and the bishop. He closes, so an indication maybe he's going to play a ranging rook opening. And I will go for something. You know, I played the Anaguma the other day, and I had good luck with it. I don't know how to get to an Anaguma, actually. But I'll start by moving the heavy pieces out of the way and walking my king over. Okay, just to protect these squares here, these pawns. And he's going for a quick silver attack. Gonna climb that along the fourth file. Here, I'm gonna step aside. Ah, he starts to run with the king. So I'm gonna keep running. Then, well, I'll put the bishop up here. Get it out of the way of the king so I can step over here. Okay, so he's set up a Mino castle. Let's start pushing some of these pawns in the center. Can step up with the silver, maybe drop the... oh, actually, I should step up with the silver and bring the gold over. I do have to be careful about stranding my bishop here. Maybe. Okay, let's bring this silver up. So this pawn is well defended here. Oh, he opened up his bishop's diagonal too. It wasn't just about attacking that pawn over there. So, yeah, let's go ahead and complete the Anaguma setup. My opponent has completed his castle. And I'm going to step up here. Eventually you have to protect the bishop's head, I think. That's my theory. And then I'll march this gold over. So momentarily this blocks the retreat of the bishop, but then you can move it over one more. So I've got a pretty compact setup here. And I'm going to leave it like that and then go back to the attack on this side. He's bringing his knight out. So yeah, the knight can come here and cause me to move my bishop. If I push this pawn, I can keep the knight out of that square. I think I will. And then, yeah, he's going to try stuff over there. So If I push this pawn, step up on my silver, then he can take here, although not right away. With the silver here, he can't push. And I have the other silver, I can step up. So this formation of the Anaguma with just 2 golds here, I don't know what this is called. There's all these variations of the Anaguma, and I don't know if this is one of them. This is just the way I happened to play it the first time I tried, and it worked out for me. So he is bringing his silver here. So I can push this pawn, which will also open up this diagonal for the bishop. I push this pawn, he pushes this pawn. I take the silver, he pushes again and promotes. I take, rook takes and promotes. So that's the threat. Let's step up with my silver. Maybe he can still push anyway, but well, I can bring the rook over is what I was thinking. Or maybe just drop a pawn here. So pawn takes, silver takes, rook takes. If I drop a pawn here, it will keep his rook out. This will be hanging. Yeah, let's see, his bishop is defended by the knight, so I can't exploit any pin along this diagonal. Counterattack here does not really work. I mean, he'll be able to take and promote. And then win my silver, but I can get his silver. So I take, or I push. He pushes, he takes and promotes. I take his silver. He takes my silver. I take back with the knight, and then his rook comes in and promotes. Yeah, I want to avoid that rook promotion. That's the plan. How do I do that? So I take, he takes, I take, rook takes, and I drop a pawn here. I think that's the only way to do it. He can grab this pawn. And I can drop a silver there. So he can take this pawn, or he can drop that pawn. Okay, well, I can drop a silver here. Attack the rook and defend this pawn. And if he takes here, I'll take the rook. So the rook will retreat, I assume. Maybe he's got a good silver drop he can use. Now, if he takes, I'll take back with the rook. So, but I can't actually take here yet. How about I bring this silver out? Might be useful. I didn't want to just have a silver there. It's like an awkward spot for the silver, and it's always under fire from the rook, so I always have to deal with that. But now, yeah, he couldn't drop any pawns because I had those squares in front of the rook covered by silvers. Now he can drop a rook, but well, I can do something too, I guess. Rook there, so he's hitting the silver and hitting the knights. And where do I have a rook drop? I have a rook drop here hitting the bishop. But the bishop is defended. Okay, I can move my silver. And he can take this knight. I can't really do much about that. That I see. So I suppose he's looking for a silver drop here. The normal one would be here, but I would just take it. Would I take it? No, I'd ignore it. And he takes. I can take back with the bishop or the gold. Yeah, I would expect him just to take that knight. Okay, he did. Eventually he did. And then the lance is kind of a goner too. Although I could, let's see, I could drop a rook here or here. I can drop a rook here too. Try and get some counterplay going. Yeah, it's too bad I had to drop a silver here to defend, but that's the way it is. So he's got a silver in hand as well as a knight. I'll try and get a knight in hand. The knight has no moves, but he could drop a silver to defend. Then I'll retreat my rook and promote to a dragon. If he dropped a silver here, it attacks my rook and defends his knight. And silver covers these squares. Gold, or the bishop will cover these squares, so I can come back to here or here. Maybe he's looking for ways to trap my rook. Or I could just grab the lance. Looks like that's what he decided. Okay, promote. Now I can threaten his bishop when I want to. I mean, it'll be an actual threat now. So let's do that. You can push a pawn here, but it's not actually threatening. So he stepped aside with the bishop. So I can take this pawn. So yeah, I need another piece to help out my king. We're getting close. I could drop a knight here with this pawn and knight. Focus on this silver here, and then trade the knight for the silver, and then I'd have a silver in hand. So yeah, I had some bad luck in my games, or maybe just bad playing. Got all the way down to 10Q here. So playing against a 5Q, maybe I'm just playing for the experience, but I still will try to win. It's I got knocked down to 10Q by losing against other 9 and 10Qs, not by losing to higher rated players. So it's clear I need more experience. So yeah, I don't know. He could put a pawn here. That would stop me from dropping a knight there. But he's probably thinking of aggressive options. He's got so many pieces in hand. Just got to figure out how to break through to my castle here. Break through to my king, break through my castle. And my bishop is striking his lance there too. So I could promote my bishop. But, oh, and get a lance in hand. That's useful too. But I feel like I want to do something closer to his king, try and disorganize his setup here. Well, Masayo Takagi is thinking hard. 1205, so that's down near the floor of 5Q, actually. So if he loses, his rating will drop to 1200, and he'll be one game away from ranking down. So he's probably working hard as he can. Same thing is true for me, actually. If I lose, I'll drop down to 950, and I'll be one game away from ranking down. I think, unless the 10Q border is 900, not 950. There's one of those borders that was different than the others. Yeah, he's going into Byoyomi already. There's only 30 seconds Byoyomi, which is not a lot of time, I've found. I get into real trouble here. Okay, so he did drop the silver there. Yeah, that's kind of the move I was expecting. There's now when he takes, I don't know if I should take with the gold or the bishop. It's nice to have the gold here guarding some squares in this area. So I'm inclined to take with the bishop. Now I've got two pieces covering this square, so can't drop a piece here again. And the gold still covers squares up here in front. I could have taken here with check. I guess I'm assuming he can't, yeah, he can't move that piece anyway, so there was no hurry. No hurry to take there. It's really, oh, he gave up the gold. Okay, take. I can drop a piece here. Of course, he has, as he does these exchanges, he has more pieces in hand. And he has reduced my castle a bit. Oh, he dropped a pawn. Yeah, so that's a way to stop me from dropping a piece here. And the pawn is not pinned. See if I put a silver here. Okay, how about, oh, I don't have a lance. I could take the lance, but then he could drop something here. I could drop a silver here anyway. If he takes with the silver, I take back and promote, and this piece is pinned. If he takes with this, I'll take back and promote, and this piece is pinned. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it should have been the gold rather than the silver, but I think I'll get a silver back, so. Ah, he dropped there. Okay, the lance is hitting my silver. Could just be taken, of course. Oh yeah, I can take here with check and then take the lance, right? So I have to promote in order to give the check. And now I've got a lance in hand, so I can drop a lance there. Oh, his bishop was covering it. That was the trick. That was the trick. Yeah, okay, I didn't see that bishop over here. Defending the lance. Okay, well, good game, sir. I don't feel like playing the rest of it, but thank you very much. And that's how it's been going. That's how I've been losing my games. So let's say makemashita. I was trying to say thank you for the game. Have a nice day. Oh, there it came out now. Okay, so I'll go back to full screen mode. Exit the game and give them a good manner. And I'll see you all next time. Bye now.